Watch me whip, whip. Watch me nay nay.
You learned. You learned how to do the things.
I already knew.
Are you sure? You really knew? You already knew? You
I
already
knew
knew?
how to whip.
But now you know how to nay-nay.
No,
And you know how to do hat tricks.
you just twerk apparently.
And how to do Dougies.
What's a ducky?
Dougies are like burpees, but
Burpees is an exercise.
yeah, dancing's an exercise. Is it not?
This is very exhausting.
So you want me to stop the recording?
Oh, please tell me you haven't been recording. I've never been this tired in my. You know what? Screw it. Let's keep going. We just watched how to Dougie, how to whip and nay nay, and cap tricks. Right? So, some YouTube cancer. I've legitimately never been this tired in my entire life. Hopefully, talking about these games will get me a little motivated, because that killed all every bit of motivation I had left for 2020. Man, it's been a hell of a year, and watching how to Dougie videos and learning the difference between the whip and the nay nay just drained me down to about as low as I can possibly go. But we're here today to talk about DC FanDome, baby. More specifically, talk about the video games, because this is Dialogue Tree, ladies and gentlemen. This is a video game podcast. My name is Ryan Smith. I'm joined, as always, by Jordan Sims. And today, I've been really, really excited. I don't know. I can't speak about Jordan. I think he probably has too, about the announcements that were announced. And I kind of wanted to talk about them, get a little bit of this isn't really a news podcast, but if news comes out and we're interested in it, why not talk about it? So I did want to, I guess, explain what exactly got announced first. Which one was which? So Warner Brothers Montreal, I believe, who made the Arkham Origins game, which isn't really a sequel. It's kind of a sidequel, not really canon to the Arkham games that Rocksteady made. They announced Gotham Knights, and Rocksteady, who made the official Arkham trilogy, which is Arkham Asylum, which came out in 2009, I believe. Arkham City, which was in 2011, I want to say. And then, of course, in 2015, they ended the trilogy with Arkham Knight. So I'm actually a really, really big fan of the first two. The third one is good. It suffers, of course, everyone knows if you played the game.
It's Batmobile the game.
It's Batmobile the game. Everything. The game is gorgeous. I was watching some gameplay footage of it recently. The gameplay is still beautiful. The voice acting, of course, from Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy, and is absolutely great. But it suffers from just too much of a thing that would have been good probably if it hadn't been used so much.
Yeah, it's a lot of Batmobile simulation. Just here, drive here.
Yeah,
this
and
mission.
As far as Arkham Origins goes, I do like that game. It's just not quite as good as the others, I would say. It's a little janky maybe, and of course it comes from a team that's not as well known.
I honestly wish this was switched. I wish that Montreal was making the Suicide Squad game and Rocksteady was making the Gotham Knights game.
See, okay, so, dude, one thing I learned recently, actually, this is kind of an aside, but Arkham Asylum was Rocksteady's second game.
I feel like I knew that. I just forget it, and it amazes me every time I'm reminded that, because they did do a fantastic job.
It's kind of insane. A lot of people will talk about the sophomore slump. You make a great product, and then the second iteration or the second product you make isn't as good. But, I mean, of course, no one remembers. I can't even tell you what their first game was. But, of course, everyone knows. Anyone that plays video games knows about Arkham Asylum and the Arkham series. But, so, I guess we can just go straight into our thoughts about, what do you want to talk about first? I want to talk about, since I would say that Gotham Knights is, I don't want to say the lesser in quality, but it is a smaller studio. It's probably not as hyped. if you want to talk about that first.
See, I was thinking the opposite. I was thinking
Well, we can build up to the bigger name. What you were thinking? What?
I was thinking there's probably more to talk about Gotham Knights than there is to talk about Suicide Squad.
I don't know if there's more or less to talk about. I don't care.
I don't care. We can talk about Gotham Knights first. I'm down for that.
Okay, so yeah, Gotham Knights is a. I guess we might spoil the Arkham series, so just in case anyone wants to play those and haven't, especially Knight. The other two don't have that many spoilers, really, but Knight definitely has some big spoilers if you haven't played it. But now that that's out of the way, Gotham Knights was announced, like I said, by Warner Brothers Montreal this past week, end of last week maybe.
Yeah.
It's coming out in 2021. You're going to be playing as Batgirl, Robin. We don't know which Robin it is. It kind of gave me some Damian Wayne vibes, but it could be. We know it's not going to be, of course.
It's not Dick Grayson.
It's not Dick Grayson.
It's
not Jason Todd, because you can play as Nightwing and Red Hood, and we don't know. Let's see. So we have, oh my gosh, Damian Wayne and Tim Drake. So it could be either one of those, but I'm kind of leaning towards Damian Wayne.
I'm probably it's probably going to be Damian Wayne if I had to guess.
Just the way he, his size and everything, and
that, and also just how it seems the way how they're kind of taking the story.
I don't really like Damian Wayne. I think he's kind of a dick. But I love Tim Drake.
I mean, look at his parents, though. He's kind of a dick.
But Batman's cool.
Well, yes, but
he was also raised by assassins. He wasn't really raised by Batman.
Yeah, it's not it's kind of his fault for acting like a dick, but also his upbringing.
So I guess to keep setting up the game, I guess spoilers. Like I said, you're going to be able to play as Batgirl, Robin, Red Hood, and Nightwing. Maybe more, I don't know. But, so Bruce Wayne has actually died, or according to the trailer, he has died, and you're supposed to kind of take up the mantle. It's kind of interesting. In both of these games, Batman is dead.
Yeah, which is really interesting to see.
Supposedly
dead. It kind of honestly makes me think that maybe after both these games...
just like how Captain America is supposedly dead in the Marvel Avengers game.
Exactly, because Gotham Knights comes out in 2021, and Suicide, whatever it's called,
Kills the Justice League.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that comes out in 2022. So I'm thinking 2023, we get a Batman game. There's no basis for that. That's 100% assumption on my part.
No, there's no way in hell.
No,
who would make it?
Rocksteady.
They've been making this game for the past 5 years. It'll be 7 years. You think they're gonna turn around what looks to be a AAA Suicide Squad game that's gonna have all the Justice League in it? The assets for a PS5 game.
Okay, good
and
point.
then the next year they got a Batman game out. Okay. Holy God, help those people.
Okay, so
you'll finally get me to be like, crunch is a problem if that happens.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I think that after both, just from my perspective, after both these things are out, I think people will want to play as Batman again.
And they can go play as there's 4 Batman games that came out in the last 10 years.
I know, but maybe they want a new one.
Who cares? People want all kinds of things.
I know.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing, really.
We're talking about Gotham Knights, baby.
Okay.
We're not talking about random things that might happen in the future.
Okay, back to Gotham Knights then.
So you're going to be using abilities. It shows Robin using teleportation, for instance.
Yeah, he gets that from the he hacked into Justice League satellites to be able to teleport short distances.
Oh, okay. See, that makes me kind of... If he can hack into the Justice League mainframe, that makes me think it's not Damian Wayne. Because Damian Wayne is not dumb, but that's not his specialty. That sounds like Tim Drake.
So there was a gameplay trailer they released alongside its. It starts out that they did kind of say that it's about 12 hours into playing as Batgirl, and it starts as a solo mission, and then whoever plays Robin joins. So this is 2-player co-op. It's not 4-player co-op, so you can't play as Batgirl, Robin, Red Hood, and Nightwing all in the same session. It's just, either you and a buddy, or just you by yourself. And so they're going through the mission and stuff, and the narrator or whatever, the commentator of the video, is kind of explaining how vastly different each character plays. like Robin uses more gadgets and gizmos. Batgirl, you can use gadgets and gizmos, but really you can kind of just. He was basically saying like the way he plays Batgirl will be different from somebody else because they might not put, they might not pick the gadgets or upgrade the gadgets or use those kind of skills. So your playthroughs are going to be different from, one person to the next.
You are gonna play as every character in the game, though, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I assume.
I'm not playing this multiplayer at all. I won't play a single second of this as multiplayer or co-op. I'll definitely be playing this through a single player.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know me. I don't play co-op, and this is definitely a single player experience in my mind.
Yeah, I could see how this could be fun to sit down with buddies, or a buddy, I guess, since it's not more than 2 people. But
like how Red Hood just has guns.
Yes. I mean, what else is he going to have? I mean, I guess in the new iteration, Red Hood Outlaw, he could have like his crowbar and katana.
And guns.
I mean, he does still have guns. But he primarily just beats people to death with a crowbar and cuts them in half with a katana. So, yeah, maybe he'll get that. But you do get experience points, and there are levels with that. It looks like based on what moves you use to take out an enemy or what is it called? Like equipment. Like if you use like Taekwondo or martial arts or whatever, you get experience points put into that.
So there's like hand-to-hand experience. Yeah, there's gadget experience.
They didn't show skill tree or anything. It was maybe a 7-minute, 6-minute video, and they didn't show anything else. It was literally just gameplay. But little things popped up based on what they were doing. So if a bad girl took down somebody with a, weapon or whatever, it would be, it'd pop up it looked like little weapon parts or whatever, or and it showed, experience points going there and experience points going to like hand-to-hand combat. And then they did mention how it is not weapon scaling, level scaling.
Oh, no.
So
I don't like that.
Oh, let me explain how they explained it. They said basically you versus Mr. Freeze, say like at level 5, is going to be different if you faced him at level 14 or whatever level you are. So it's going to. So that's all they mean by that is he's going to. If you faced him at level 5, he's going to fight differently than when you faced him at level 14. So they were saying how in this battle, he's going to use different moves, different things like that, different sequences. So he's going to be matched to your level rather than, still be like a normal level, so to speak. Normal probably wasn't the right word yet, but you kind of get what I mean.
It just might be matched to your level.
Yeah.
Okay. My problem with level scaling has always just been Assassin's Creed has, been my problem with that. And I can't remember which one it was. The one that you play as Cassandra.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Odyssey.
Yeah, I would play as that, and you would come up to someone who was like one level above you, and they just kick your ass.
That was known for having lots and lots of problems, though. It can be done well, but it also can be done terrible like that. So, it really just depends on how they implement that inside their game.
How did you like the way the game looked?
I think it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I think it looks very vibrant and colorful, actually.
I like that it's not, it seems unique enough that it can stand on its own 2 feet. It's not going to be, well, I know the outcome of this story because it's taking from X, Y, and Z comics, or it's taking from an animated movie, or vice versa, or what have you. It definitely seems like it's going to be its own.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Would an animated movie be taken from it?
No, but, sometimes video games and such take from different source materials, and you
said and vice versa.
Yeah, I just misspoke.
Can't have that.
Too bad. Keep going. So, what I'm trying to say is that this is its own story. So you're not going to know, you don't know what's going to happen going into it. With some other things where you can enjoy the source material before, sometimes what's going to happen in the story, which is, it's okay sometimes. But with this, Mr. Freeze is coming in, and a weather machine, that's not Mr. Freeze's MO sort of a thing. So it's actually kind of cool to see that.
He's got a weather machine?
Yeah, that's his big thing. He, because the dialogue and the little gameplay, he's like, "You're too late. I already put the weather over Gotham. You lose." And then Batgirl gives off a quip or whatever, and Robin says something cheeky, and they enter battle with him. And it's not Mr. Freeze's MO sort of a thing to put a big old bunch of weather.
I guess he'll do anything to save his wife.
True, yeah. But it's not a run of the mill. So it has me interested to what the other villains are going to be doing. What their kind of stories are gonna. Why are they doing the things they're doing?
Money.
Oh yeah, or power, money, whatever. That equation. But it's going to be cool to see how they got there.
Gameplay looks fairly fun and fluid.
Yeah, it definitely seems like you don't have to just play like one way or the other. Dick Grayson did have a crazy move where he turns into like a tornado, which is kind of funny. He just spins around and does acrobatics really fast with his stupid little sticks.
I can't think what the Tampas or something.
Yeah, whatever they're called.
Some people complained about the Arkham combat in the past, but I've always thought it was great.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It gives you the doing the combos and beating up people give you the good kind of video game hand pain, where it's just like, this hurts, but I'm okay with that.
Right.
Maybe it's just nobody else has ever had this.
I don't think I've ever gotten that from Arkham. I don't know. I haven't played those games in a while, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah, like where you're doing the combos, you're really into it. Maybe, holy crap. I don't know if I
ever got it from playing Batman.
Maybe I do punch the buttons too hard.
You definitely do.
Maybe that's what
I can hear you in the other room sometimes.
Yeah, I get really into it. It's one of those things where the harder I push it, the harder they hit. That's not what happens.
And then if we can move on, we can always come back and talk about this later. Of course, they announced apparently the fourth game in the Arkham franchise, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, of course, being made by Rocksteady Games.
I'm not a huge fan of the Suicide Squad in most things.
I don't know if I've probably read a comic of theirs. I'm not sure.
I like some of their comics. Some of the stories are cool. They teamed up with Red Hood and the Outlaws in the New 52, I think, if I remember right. And that was kind of a cool storyline. This game looks fun, though.
We didn't get any game. I don't know if the game looks fun. We didn't get any gameplay.
When I say that, what I mean is from the little bit we got, it looks like it will be enjoyable. That's me making a complete...
What did you like about it?
I liked the twist of... Because I didn't know the title going in. I just thought it was like Suicide Squad or whatever.
Oh, you didn't know it was Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League?
And so I was like, okay, high value target, whatever. It's gonna be.
Oh man, I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be Superman.
It was gonna, I thought it was gonna be some kind of, I knew it was gonna be an A tier, but maybe it was Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, something like that. But I was like,
no, it had to be Superman. That's the only one that's the only one people would care about.
Well, I mean, yeah. Now that I think about that, but it'd be cool if the Suicide Squad was sent to kill Wonder Woman or somebody. It'd be interesting.
They are being sent to kill Wonder Woman. They're being sent to kill the Justice League.
Well, yeah, but I didn't think it was gonna be Superman. I was like, oh man, A-list target, and it's like, who are we here to kill? Oh shit. So, Boomerang Man is back.
Captain Boomerang.
What did I call him? Boomerang
Man.
Yeah. He's zipping around with a teleportation boomerang.
Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I'm assuming that's going to be some sort of way of traversing. Apparently, each character is going to have their own fun way of transporting around the world.
Yeah, Deathstroke. Oh, man, not Deathstroke. Good.
Oh man, I wish it was Deathstroke. Deathstroke is so much cooler than Will Smith.
I mean, yeah, a pseudo Will Smith, because apparently that's how. Anyway. What's his name? Deadshot, right?
Yeah, Deadshot. I never can't remember his name.
Yeah, he flies around with like a jetpack and can use the flames to hurt people, I guess. It's
like a flamethrower / jetpack.
Yeah, and then Harley Quinn just uses a grappling hook,
Okay.
That's what it looks like. Boomerang throws the boomerang, teleports around. King Shark just jetpack or jumps or I can't remember.
I think he just runs around.
Yeah, maybe. He has a machine gun, like a Gatling gun, which is kind of cool. Smaller than I thought he'd be.
He's pretty big.
I know, but I wanted him to be a little more beefy. I was thinking kind of like Flash TV King Shark, just big beefy boy.
Yeah.
Like thick beefy boy, just like bodybuilder King Shark. Is that all the members? Shot, Boom, Harley, and And yeah, that's all of them, right? 4?
Yeah, King Shark, Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, because it's like the same as the movie, which I don't know why they did.
Well,
no one likes that awful movie.
No, but I guess they just...
I mean, and they announced the new Suicide Squad movie, and it's got a lot of the same characters, so I could imagine that's why.
Yeah, so
they want to do like a cross promotion type.
Play the game before you see the movie or whatever, you know.
I don't know when the movie's coming out. The game's coming out in 2022, so
yeah. This looks like fun too, you know.
Which one are you more excited about?
Gotham Knights for sure.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'll be honest. I kind of hated everything about this trailer. Yeah. I always want to be honest on the show. I was super disappointed. I just gotta say, I hate Harley Quinn. I hate what she's become. She has become a less funny Deadpool, and that is impressive.
I can see where you're coming from. They've definitely reeled her back in now that Joker has Punchline and stuff.
Joker has what? Oh, but that's just... No one knows who that is, though. That's a comic.
I know.
I'm not talking about in the comics. I'm talking about movies and TV shows and crap.
Okay. Well, see, I'm kind of on this... I'm on the other side of the fence. I thoroughly enjoy Harley.
She's the worst part about her own TV show.
I love her in her TV show. I think she's hilarious.
I just think she's just like a bad person that's not funny.
See, I can
like the reason that you identify and feel bad for Harley is because she's abused and neglected by this sociopath. But you take away from that, it's just like, oh wait, never mind. She's just a bad person who thinks it's funny when bad things happen to people, and she just laughs at bad things. It's awful. It's awful.
Maybe I'm awful then, because I definitely relate to that. Bad things are funny sometimes.
She just kills someone who's innocent and laughs. Like, how is that funny? I don't understand.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a cartoon. It's supposed to be enjoyable and funny.
Exactly, it's supposed to be enjoyable.
I guess we just have different sense of humor.
We definitely do, but that's neither here nor there. I don't think that she's bad in her TV show. By the way, I just think that King Shark and the psycho little dude and the literal plant and
Frank,
Poison Ivy
and
the guy that plays George Costanza and Kite Man and Joker and the Justice League that are in it for 5 minutes and that Queen of Fables. I just think they're all better than her. Not actually the Justice League, because they're literally in it. Actually, you know what? No. Superman is better than her in that. His one line is better than anything she says because it's that good. But I just think that she's just become this annoying, narcissistic sociopath. And maybe she always was, but it wasn't that apparent. And it's in full swing in this.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hated it so much.
I loved it.
I can't understand why people like this. The artwork is great. I think that the artwork is amazing. I don't like the way that she's drawn. She looks kind of like white trash or something. But that's just an artistic style. I can't really get mad at that. I think the voice acting is fine. It sounds like someone's trying to do a Harley Quinn impersonation.
It's the same girl that plays Penny from Big Bang Theory.
Is it? Is that a...
Yeah, she's like a producer on this.
She's really good in that show. For some reason, I don't know.
It's her. And
I didn't get that immediately.
Her and the girl, like, you won't be able to unhear it now. Like, I can, like, as soon as it started, I was like, that's her.
Because I actually thought she did a really good job. As little as I like Harley Quinn in that show, I thought that I can't think of her, Kaylee Cuoco.
Yeah,
I thought she did a really good job. I don't know why I just didn't get. I thought it sounded kind of like that, but not quite.
Yeah, it's there in little certain beats and stuff when she different tones.
Also, I don't want to kill the Justice League.
Well, yeah, that's not.
I want to play as the Justice League.
Oh, okay.
We've never gotten. This feels kind of like they couldn't figure out a way to make Superman fun, so they just pussied out and made him the bad guy.
I think it's very simple why they made this game. People like Margot Robbie.
No one, I would bet a ton of money that no one knows that Margot Robbie is in this game.
No.
Wait, Margot Robbie's not in this game. What is that? What do you mean?
I'm talking about Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. People like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
But Margot Robbie's not Harley Quinn.
I know.
Also, most people don't like that movie.
Yeah, but people like Margot Robbie.
They can go watch
Wolf of Wall Street
Wolf of Wall Street.
or whatever else she's in. Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is this will sell.
No. Well, yes, it'll sell.
It'll sell.
But it'll do what?
And then it'll hype people up to go watch their movie. All this is...
No. Rocksteady has been making this game for literally 5 years. That's nothing.
So you think it's going to be a bad game?
No, I didn't say that.
You just don't think you're going to enjoy it?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I want Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because those are two of my favorite games of all time.
Okay.
I think the atmosphere in those games is amazing. Of course, the voice acting is amazing. The writing is very good. Actually, the puzzles are fun. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They're Rocksteady games. They have a good property. At least they have a good universe to work in. I don't know if I'd say the Suicide Squad is a particularly good property. It's an interesting idea at the very least. I think they could probably tell a good story. I don't want to... And, of course, Brainiac is involved, so he could somehow be able to somehow control the Justice League, which is, I'm sure, going to play a big part in it. You might not literally kill them.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you in the trailer, you can obviously see that Superman is being controlled by Brainiac.
Yeah, but I'm sure he is.
It's definitely going to be one of those things where I don't think any of the Justice League members are going to die.
But another problem. I like I said, I have to speak honestly. I am hopeful but doubtful for this game, which sucks because I've been waiting for this game to be announced forever. It's the same problem I had with the movie. I mean, the problem with the movie is that it's atrociously written and has laughable effects, and the acting is okay at best for the most part. They are laughably underpowered. I don't understand this obsession. Like, Superman could kill all of them in, I don't know, what's the smallest amount of time measurable?
I don't know,
like a pentasecond or something?
Whatever.
A Planck second, I think?
Yeah, however Flash sees time. Yeah.
I don't understand putting the entire Justice League up against people that Batman could beat by himself.
True. And I don't know.
Also, we don't know. There could be other members that you play with. I don't know.
True. But, even if they're thinking about just the comic core mixed with the movie core of the Suicide Squad, they got Katana that her sword steals people. Oh, big whoop. Even in the comics, they don't have any...
I'm sure they do sometimes.
Sometimes. What I was talking about is they don't have any, like, god tier A-list people that could kill like what? You're gonna get a kryptonite something from somebody to take down?
I'm sure there'll be some ex machina or Superman. Superman, by the way, no one ever thinks he's super, very, very intelligent. But I'm sure that
he's not just strength. He's not just ooga booga beat stick.
Yeah, he's super smart. And he knows other people that are even smarter than him.
Yeah, as well as Batman. If you're ground level for this game.
I was just going to say on that topic real quick that I'm sure it feels like that they might have to somebody's going to do something dumb and somehow that's going to end up. How are they going to beat Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Superman, and whoever is else is on the team?
Yeah.
I really that's always. I feel like they're putting themselves in a hole, and I don't think very many people have the capability to write themselves out of something like that without being like, oh, Superman tripped and fell and hit his head, or Superman looked the other way and Harley Quinn made a funny joke, and he's like, oh, Harley, I'm going to kill you now, and then Boomerang, for some reason, yesterday happened to find some kryptonite.
See, I think I'm thinking the complete opposite. I think it's going to be the Justice League in some cutscenes, maybe in the background. Maybe you'll have to avoid them, but I don't think they're ultimately going to be going. Maybe they'll go toe to toe with Wonder Woman or Green Lantern in a fight, but I don't think they're going to be actually UI versus UI with the health bar fighting Superman or the Flash or anybody. I think they're ultimately going to realize that, oh, Brainiac's behind this. We're going to go just take down Brainiac. And I think that's going to be the game. I think they're just slapping.
No, there's no way.
I really do. I really do. I do not
This
have.
is going to be a massive game. I'm telling you right now.
I don't doubt that. I just don't have high hopes for it.
Do you think that they're going to... No, I'm talking about like lengthwise. You think they're going to make a 20, 30 plus hour game just to beat Brainiac?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's...
See, so you're thinking this game is just going to be almost unplayable. Rocksteady is one of the greatest studios probably ever.
I'm aware of that. I'm just taking it from just base level what I saw in the trailer.
But you said you were excited.
Yeah, I am.
Your opinions are always so confusing to me.
I know. I just don't...
You can't say you have almost zero expectations and you basically think the game's going to be bad.
Yes.
And then say you're excited.
Like, I'm going to play it,
I don't
though.
think the game's going to be bad.
I think it's going to be bad.
But going off of what?
Literally going off just the trailer.
But the trailer doesn't tell us anything.
I'm just going off base expectations of Suicide Squad doesn't have anything that can take down the Justice League, and
but that doesn't mean it's bad. Like, see, now I'm not defending the game. That doesn't mean Rocksteady. While I don't have the highest hopes in the world, I don't think the game's going to be bad. Okay, I would be very surprised if the game was bad. I don't know if the game's going to be great, but I don't think it's going to be bad. I think that Rocksteady has the talent to write a creative way that would make sense. I don't know if they will. I think that they have the talent. I don't know if they have. And they have 2 more years before the game comes out, so they have time. The game's not done.
True, and that's what I'm saying is, I know they have the talent. It's just what I think is going to happen is I think they're going to have something probably really cool, and then someone above them is going to come in and be like, hey, that's not what we want. That's not the direction we want to go. And they're going to be strong-armed, and they're just going to have to change it.
What makes you think that?
Just literally, just a feeling, a gut feeling that is...
I'm going to need more than that.
I know. I'm going to give it to you. Okay, so I think that...
Rocksteady probably has almost carte blanche.
Hopefully.
I'm sure they can do just what they want. Like, they're not going to make Superman rape somebody.
Well, no. What I'm saying is I'm
sure... What I would assume is that they have been given a list of things they cannot do.
Well, yeah.
And besides that, they probably have... They can do what they want.
Yeah. Superman's
the villain.
Well, yeah, I'm not thinking it's going to be...
Also, I'm just kind of sick of Superman being the villain. We got Injustice, which is a great comic book, don't get me wrong.
Injustice 2.
And then, yeah. And then we got that weird emo Superman kid last year, I want to say. And I think Brightburn.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Brightburn,
it's just like, I want to see and even like the Superman in the DC universe. Like, he's good, but he's so dour and down and weird mustache face.
And The Boys.
They should have let... Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, that's an amazing show.
What people like is that that's why Red Sun is so popular.
I think people love Superman.
Well, yes, people love Superman, but
they've never done Superman like ever, period, outside of the comics.
They have in comics. They have in a few movies.
In comics all the time, of
course. They
course.
have in a few animated series.
They've done it in one animated series.
Not in animated movies. There's tons of Superman animated movies. But
those are basically... I'm talking about, like, big, massive things
like blockbuster
that everyone
movies.
Sees.
Then no. I mean, you got the Superman movie, but that's a whole other can of worms.
The one from, like, 1980?
I'm talking about the one from this decade.
I don't think that does Superman right.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't. Like, it's not...
It's a fine movie.
Yeah.
And it's better than the other Zack Snyder movies by a country mile, but...
just a quick thing. The Zack Snyder cut looks like a completely different movie.
It doesn't look... Have you seen...
Yeah.
Did you see...
I watched the trailer.
Steppenwolf?
Yeah.
He looks bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked bad in the other one, but he looks... People are like, oh, man, this is edgy, baby.
I got HBO Max to see the
cut
Snyder
my wrists on Steppenwolf's head. He looks bad. He looked bad in the other one, but still looks just as bad.
Did you watch the little trailer thing? The song was...
Darkseid looks real bad, too.
I don't know who's excited for the Snyder cut.
It's a bunch of weirdos who like the original.
Yeah, exactly. What I'm saying, if I had to compare the two, just a quick tangent, I think I like the original Justice League more than what I've seen of the Snyder Cut.
The original Justice League is an abortion.
Yeah.
So I've heard it looks better, but still basically bad.
Have you not watched the trailer? You have to watch it.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Just watch it. It's
I
comical.
don't want to watch it.
Okay, fine.
Because that gives them like my permission. I don't know. This weird thing that I don't really want to watch it. I have no interest. I'm not going to watch the movie when it comes out. I think that they should move on. I don't care. You made a bad movie. Get over it. Iron Man 3 is an abomination, but then they turned around and made Thor Ragnarok. Let's move forward. You don't need to live in the past.
A lot of people do. Anyway, so back to now. I'm just thinking about how terrible Justice League is.
Yeah, it's real bad. It's really bad.
Judging off these minute,
I don't know if it's as bad as the Suicide Squad movie, which might be the worst movie ever made.
It's definitely not the worst movie ever made.
It's. I think it might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
Wow.
I don't watch bad movies.
Fair enough.
Actually, I've seen Jaws 4.
There's 4 of them?
Suicide Squad is worse
Okay, so anyway.
because of where it came from.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting anything out of Jaws 4.
Okay, fair enough. Judging off the minute amount of information I have about Suicide kills the Justice League.
Suicide Squad. It's not Suicide kills the Justice League.
Just reading what the
Holy shit, that would be dark.
I'm reading.
It's just Superman sitting in a room alone with the shades down.
I'm just
looking at a
reading.
gun with a kryptonite bullet. He's trying to get Bruce on the phone, but he doesn't realize he died.
I'd watch that. Yeah.
Diana keeps coming in. Clark. I heard Barry has cancer. Like, what is this?
He wasn't fast
He
enough.
couldn't outrun the carcinogens.
The Speed Force has cancer.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's pretty
If
much.
the sun gave Superman cancer, then the Speed Force can give the Flash cancer.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Damn. I kind of want all that to happen now. Anyway, so judging from the minute amount of information we have from Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, my personal opinion, and not from a Deus Machina thing in the future, right now,
Deus Machina.
I'm going to tie it up. What I'm saying is, currently I think this game is going to be terrible.
I
I
don't know if I could ever say a game is going to be terrible just from a CG trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I really do.
Yeah, you said you were excited for it.
See, okay. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do before I went on
I'm
this
not
tangent.
excited for it, but I think the game's going to be fine at worst.
Okay, so
You're saying you're excited for it, and you're saying it's going to be terrible.
yes, I'll explain. So when I say excited, it means I will more than likely play
You mean interested?
Sure, yeah.
There's a pretty big difference. I'm interested in the Holocaust. I'm not excited for it.
Okay. Well,
I'm not like, yeah,
okay.
Auschwitz.
Poor
I'm
word.
like, how did this happen?
Well, yeah, that's true. Poor word choice on my part. I'm interested in Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. I think personally it's
Because you also like that kind of weird, bubbly, quote unquote, dark edgelord humor.
I do. I truly do enjoy that. One of my favorite podcasts is all about true crime and crazy, terrible shit.
But that's not the same thing.
No.
That's like actually dark, interesting stuff.
Yes, this is
That's
just
not Harley Quinn cuts a guy's head off and laughs as his family walks by.
yeah.
That's like on the same humor level as the 12-year-old boy laughing at the dead squirrel.
Yeah. Okay. Judging from, I don't know, just yeah, me saying I'm excited for it was definitely a poor word choice. It was interested is a much better word. It is. I kind of can figure out how it's going to play gameplay wise in my head.
I think I can't imagine the gameplay is going to be bad.
And I can't imagine.
Just realized our refrigerator is open.
Probably should go shut it then. I'll keep them entertained while you.
POS refrigerator.
I know. Okay, so I think it's going to be an interesting one. It's definitely going to be.
I'm about to make some noises.
So it's definitely going to be an interesting one. I'm curious to see who all is going to be on the Justice League docket. Maybe it'll just be Superman, Zatanna, like Martian Manhunter, Booster Gold, and
Are you naming the members of the Justice League that aren't going to be in it?
I'm naming just random. What if it's not, Diana,
It's going to
Barry?
It's going to be Superman. It's going to be the Flash.
Well, I know.
It's going to be Green Lantern.
I know. That's what we're assuming.
No, that's who it's going to be.
Did they confirm it?
Yes, when they said the Justice League.
Yeah, but that could be anybody. That could be Martian Manhunter. That could be,
For the same reason you were saying something about Margot Robbie, people like the Justice League.
I know. You think it's going to be the movie Justice League? Think they're going to throw Cyborg in there?
I don't know. It's maybe Aquaman. I think it'll be like when you think of Superman, when you think of the Justice League, the only thing that might be different is the Cyborg.
Yeah, Now, granted, if I could beat the living crap out of Aquaman, granted...
I love Aquaman, dude.
Jason Momoa gave me some more faith in Aquaman. I don't shit on him as much. The
comic book version is way better.
Well, yes, I know. He has zombie sharks and does a whole lot of cool...
Zombie sharks?
You haven't read that issue? It's pretty badass.
I'm not surprised, actually.
It's really cool, actually. He, summons...
he normally just summons sharks.
Well, yeah, but these
aren't dead.
It's a special thing. He summons them from the depths of the under wherever. It's kind of cool.
You sure they're not just deep sharks?
No, they have red eyes and blood and blood, and they don't have all their skin. It's kind of I'll have to show it to you. It's it's an intense panel. And I was like, okay, fair enough. It's the thing that Aqua Boys bring up when they're like
Aqua Boys.
That's what I call Aquaman fans.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah.
That sounds like some shit you'd find on 4chan.
Yeah, I just made that up now. So anyway, Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. If I can harpoon, if King Shark can harpoon Aquaman in the chest at some point as a finishing move, I'll buy the game.
If King Shark shot an harpoon at Aquaman, especially an evil Aquaman, it would break when it hits his chest, and Aquaman would rip him in half and literally... This is not an exaggeration. Eat him.
That would be also pretty cool to watch. I'd be down for either one.
That would actually be amazing.
Yeah.
Because regular Aquaman will kill if he has to.
Yes.
And evil Aquaman is just going to murder everyone.
Oh, dude, Brainiac is one of those super under...
I love Brainiac. I think Brainiac is awesome.
I do too. I think he's underrated sometimes, and a lot of people, I see them throwing him in stuff where they're like, we want to be able to do whatever we want with these people that wouldn't normally do this. So they're going to be brain controlled by Brainiac. And, he's a genius. He's
one of the smartest characters in comics.
Yeah, Beans. He always...
Say Beans?
Beans.
Beans.
Beans, not Beans.
Beans from...
Beans.
From,
Corey in the House?
No, Corey in the House.
Is he not in that show?
No. Beans is from...
Hannah Montana.
No, just let me think. Give me a second. Beans is from... Oh my gosh, I know everyone listening probably knows this. It's what Shia LaBeouf was in. Even Stevens.
Oh yeah. I almost said Holes, but
that's a weird show, by the way.
Even Stevens, yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's weird. It's up there.
They have a lightsaber battle at the in that show's opener.
Oh yeah.
It's like a little bit of a preview, but when Disney was going to buy Star Wars.
Oh yeah, ain't that the truth? Yeah. So I'm interested in Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Don't have high hopes for it, even though I
am optimistic, but not. I don't know the best way. Hopefully, wait, what's the word?
Hopefully optimistic.
I'm optimistic. No, I'm hopeful, but not optimistic.
Okay. I
think that would be the best way to put it.
I honestly hope this isn't $60 because I don't want to give...
What do you mean? This is going to be minimum $60.
I know. It doesn't mean I have to be...
Even if it's bad, that doesn't mean it doesn't deserve to be $60.
I know, and I'm not going to get on that train. Maybe we'll discuss it.
I guarantee they put at least $100+ million in this game. Easily.
I know. Maybe we can discuss that one day. Prices of video games. Have we already?
We've definitely done that already. Go
really?
Listen to it.
Oh, yeah, I guess we have. Yeah.
Like a few weeks ago.
I honestly forgot that. Yeah. So not kind of
wish. Don't buy it if you don't want to buy it, but you've only, like I said, I was the one that came into this not optimistic, saying that I don't like the tone,
and now you're defending
and I hate Harley Quinn, and now I'm like, give the game a chance. Holy crap!
Nah, man.
They've shown us 10 minutes all in all. Period.
I mean,
they showed us 10 minutes of the other one.
Yeah.
Did they literally only show us
We literally
like
only
that,
got.
like the CG trailer?
That's it, yeah. Gotham Knights has posted more on their social media than Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League at all.
Okay, dude, I'm actually so excited for Gotham Knights. The more I think about it,
Me too. So for those of you that are new and don't know me at all, I love Red Hood.
it's like to a point that's almost scary, but not quite there.
yeah.
When he comes home, like when he comes back to the apartment and has a face tattoo, that's when I'll be like, okay, no.
You need to see a doctor. Yeah, I understand. No, he's my favorite DC character. I've loved him since he got killed off. I obviously didn't exist during that particular
was like
time
years
period.
before you were born.
Yeah, people calling in to write him off, and there's this whole conspiracy theory of the same guy calling over and over and over to get him killed off, and that was never proven or denied or whatever. So who knows? It doesn't matter. He's alive and well now in Gotham Knights.
Well, is he well?
He looks healthier.
He's certainly completely insane.
No, he looks healthier than how he is in Red Hood and the Outlaws Rebirth. He's definitely in some dark places there, but he looks healthier in Gotham Knights than he does. It looks like they're taking New 52-ish Red Hood, where
he's never been healthy though, really, has he?
at the end of it, yeah, where not really. I mean,
Well, he kills people.
Well, yes, but he has a good point. If Roy Harper's still alive, Starfire didn't completely break up with them, and she went to go rule her planet, and it's this whole thing. So it seems like,
I'm sure everyone knows what the hell you're talking about.
I mean, if you know, you know. I think regardless if I was from the start, this game sounded cool. Even if Red Hood wasn't in it, I'd still play it. I don't like the fact that you quote have to play as Nightwing. I just don't like Nightwing.
You don't like Nightwing? How do you not like Nightwing?
I really do not like Dick Grayson.
You gotta tell me why. He's a good person? Is that why you don't like him?
No, I think I just don't like his charismatic attitude.
Oh my gosh, you're an edgelord.
No?
You like Red Hood, and you don't like charismatic, kind people.
No, I just don't like. He's just like.
You don't like him because he beats Red Hood.
No, he's actually only won one of their fights, and Jason won the rest. But that's neither here nor there.
I don't know if I believe you.
I'll show you the panels.
The panel? You're going to show me every panel they've ever fought?
Yeah, it's only like 4 or 5. It's not that many.
He literally, Jason, I don't want to go down this tangent because it's weird and this isn't a kind of a podcast.
No, keep going. Sorry.
I legitimately, I don't want to.
Okay. I think this game's going to be good, though.
Yeah, I think it looks very fun. It's got the Talon in it.
Yes, that was.
I'm assuming they're the main antagonist.
Probably. I think they're definitely. I think for a little bit, they'll be behind the scenes, stirring shit up, and then finally they'll just be like, all right, you've taken care of all the other villains. Let's see what you got. Especially since you only, I don't know what happened the other 12 hours of the Batgirl gameplay that we saw. But
12 hours?
Yeah, because they were saying in the trailer they showed us, they were saying, hey, I'm 12 hours in to Batgirl's storyline. I'm like level 15 or whatever.
There's no way in hell that they have every single character playable have 12 hours. I'm assuming you go back and forth.
Probably, but the way they worded
Otherwise, it would be longer than Suicide Squad.
I don't think it's going to be, super long.
I don't think it's going to be like a 60-hour game.
No.
That would be so much work. That would be, I mean, maybe it is, but that would be crazy impressive if each character had their own 12-hour story.
Well, have you not watched the gameplay trailer?
I watched a little bit of it, but that doesn't... I think he was saying that he's 12 hours into his game and he's playing as Batgirl.
That's probably what he meant. What I took it as, I'm 12 hours into the game. Yeah, actually, you're right. I just said it. Yeah, you're correct. That makes more sense. Okay.
I think you're going to go back and forth. Because the way the game looks, if you don't know more comic nerd crap, there's something called the Bat Family. It's Batman and, like, I don't know, anywhere between, like, 1 to up to, like, upwards of, like, 20 or more people that he has trained or helped train or that basically forced their way onto his team. And it kind of seems like this is going to be a Bat Family game where you're playing as the Bat Family, the core members of it.
Yeah, the main four, especially if it leans towards the Tim.
Where's Alfred, baby?
He's
Play
in
as
there.
Alfred.
I need to go back and watch and see what they word, but there's a thing where Batgirl says Alfred, and I don't know if she's saying duh Alfred, like digital Alfred, or if she's just saying Alfred, because he pops up on the screen and talks to him and tells him, hey, you got to get up in this thing, basically telling you how to progress the story, hey, you're at this place, you got to get in this building to stop Freeze. You are vigilantes. So the police, James Gordon has died, and the police aren't too happy with you. So the police are firing at you. So you are fighting bad guys and the police as vigilantes. And the trailer kind of goes, go from sidekick to hero.
That was the only thing I didn't like. It was like weird, like going from sidekick to vigilant.
To heroes, to vigilantes, to knights. It's like, okay.
That was a little cringy, I guess. Best way to describe that.
Yeah, and it definitely seems like it's going to be each of their coming of age thing. Bruce is allegedly dead.
Somebody also said, I can't remember who this was. I think it might have been the Weekly Planet, a great comic book podcast, and like pop culture in general, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But I think they might have said that they're like, oh man, what if at the end you fight this one Talon and it turns out that it's Bruce?
Oh, that'd be cool.
By the way, if you don't know, the Talon is from the Batman series of comics called The Court of Owls. They were teasing it for a while. It's my personal favorite Batman story. It's great.
Yeah, it's from the New 52 run.
It's a very detective oriented story.
Yeah, it's crazy how they just kind of, not sneakily lead up to it. That was a weird brain word that got out of my mouth, but they how they roll into the story, and then it kind of just fleshes itself out. And it's been in a lot of stuff here and there. They kind of did a little bit of it in Gotham, the TV show that is.
Oh yeah,
it's bittersweet. They had a lot. It could have been good.
Mostly just bitter.
Yeah, mostly just bitter. It could have been an amazing show.
Could it have?
It could have been. There are a couple of moments in Gotham. Granted, I didn't finish it, but there were.
Even you didn't finish it.
No. There were a couple.
I think I realized that I didn't like the show around the time that they like made Jim Gordon's wife a bad guy or something.
Yeah. There were a couple moments in Gotham.
You have how many good villains, and you have to make Fish Mooney and Jim Gordon's wife bad guys?
And
who is Fish Mooney? No one.
Oh.
Were they doing Will Smith a favor when they hired his wife to play someone no one cares about?
Yeah, they literally made her up for the show. She does not exist.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, yeah.
They tried to pull a Harley Quinn and like they did in the 90s with the Batman animated series, and they just failed. Harley Quinn, as much as I don't like a lot of her adaptations, I think at her core is a very good, interesting character about like abuse and love and et cetera. But Fish Mooney is just kind of boring.
Yeah, and
I liked when she died.
That was cool.
When Penguin just pushed her off a cliff or something.
I think he kicked her off a building or something.
That's funny. She probably lived.
And then she came back, and then they made the Riddler and Penguin fall in love together. And
what?
Yeah. The Penguin never gets fat. He's always skinny like a heroin addict.
I didn't really like. I mean, this is nothing for the most part against the actors or anything. By the way,
No.
I don't think the writing was particularly good.
Not at all.
It was boring.
But what I was trying to say about the show is, it did have some moments where I thought, that's kind of cool to see, like what the villains were like when they were quote younger. Like,
was it though?
That's why I said some of the time. I'd say maybe 2% of the time it was.
Who wants to see Poison Ivy when she's like 12?
That was
why I hated so much that Bruce had to like know every villain.
Yeah.
Why does he know every villain?
It was weird. Also, what they did is apparently Poison Ivy, she started out as a child, and then she went through like some kind of special plant.
They changed actresses, right?
They aged her up from like a pre-tween to like a woman.
Yeah.
And their reasoning was plant powers? Like,
They probably just had to hire a new actress.
well, yeah, but they explained it in the show because Catwoman was like, "Weren't you
Why does he know
a kid?"
Catwoman? Why?
And Ivy was like, "Well, the green aged me, and blah." And I was like, "The green? What? You talking about the green right now? Like
You're
Swamp
talking about
Thing?
the green. Penguin's not fat, but we're talking about the green.
Yeah, just what? There was anyway. Gotham Knights is definitely going to be excellent. I like that
I'm kind of surprised. I thought that you would be more excited for Suicide Squad.
No, I'm a sucker for Red Hood. I do enjoy.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
I'm a big sucker for Red Hood. I do like the Bat family as much as I do not like Dick Grayson. I do.
How can you not like? Everyone likes Dick Grayson.
It's very simple. I like Red Hood.
He's so cool. He's really good at fighting, and
Listen,
he has an interesting backstory. Jason Todd. I'm sorry to tell you this, Jordan. Jason Todd is a copy of Dick Grayson in like every single way.
Yeah, but they flesh out his story.
But he's emo, so I like him.
No, I do. I like the direction they have taken Jason Todd.
I like Jason Todd, by the way.
Under
the Red Hood is probably my favorite DC animated movie.
Jensen Ackles did a fantastic job with that. I like the direction they're going with Red Hood, especially in the new...
I just always have to
I know.
pick on Jordan
it's
for
okay.
loving the Red Hood.
Everybody does. The New 52 did a fantastic job with him and a team, and then...
I actually like the new... A lot of people hated on the New 52. I
liked it a lot. They did.
It
did a lot of good, and then Rebirth
was even better.
was even better. Aside from some of the other stuff they did, they're still apparently doing DC Metal, which is
that's still going on.
It's its own thing, apparently. I will say that, just a side thought, Comic Storian's doing an interesting D&D playthrough with Blue Beetle and Booster Gold.
DC and D.
Yeah.
I like Blue Beetle.
Yeah. Man, why can't we get a Blue Beetle game?
That'd be awesome. He's in Injustice.
Yeah. There's a lot of characters that I think that'd be a cool game. Like a Spider-Man, but Blue Beetle. Like something like that. Or, I don't know, like a Constantine game. A Constantine, like, Dark Souls-esque game. That'd be interesting.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, Jonah Hex Constantine game, something like that. That'd be cool.
You're just naming characters now?
I am.
You want to play Jonah Hex, just go play Red Dead. Go play Red Dead Undead Nightmare.
Yeah, true.
That's pretty much a Jonah Hex game.
Yeah. I like what I've seen of Gotham Knights, though. It definitely seems you don't have to play... super gadgety Batman or super stealthy Batman. The gameplay trailer and stuff. Batgirl can do some of the cool.
I'm also really excited to play Batgirl.
Some of the cool moves that you will remember from the Arkham games. The whole lean over the edge, all emo, and jump down slowly. And
Batman's not emo. Batman's badass.
I didn't mean to use
Get it right.
Got it memorized. Yeah, it combat looks fun. Story-wise, looks fun. Don't know if the Joker's going to be in it. I assume it's going to be Freeze.
Joker, I hope not.
I assume it's going to be Freeze, Pingy, Scarecrow. Hopefully the Riddler. Maybe you got a, some kind of riddle. Riddle me this.
I was going to say that, I think is, what's it called? The Riddler, is he going to be the main bad guy in the upcoming Batman movie?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I heard that would be awesome. I would love to see a good Riddler that wasn't just you find trophies. I think he might be a big part of Arkham Knight as well.
Yeah.
I haven't played that game in 5 years, so I don't know.
I think so, if I remember right. I haven't played all of it. I kind of got just turned off by it. I got the ending spoiled for me and just can't.
I think everyone kind of knew.
Yeah. I mean, I knew.
They're like, no, it's not going to be Jason Todd. Okay. Sure.
It's like, who else is going to... As soon as you saw the character...
I think as soon as they said it's not going to be Jason Todd, it was
as soon as you saw... You're like, okay, Arkham Knight, that's going to be interesting. And then as soon as you saw a glimpse of him, you're like...
I want to know how Batman didn't figure it out.
Maybe he would just... Look, Batman knew he was in a video game. And he just wanted everyone to have a good experience. So he played along.
He should have destroyed his tank.
Yes.
Okay. Going back to the comparison between these two games, I almost want to say that while I think Gotham Knights looks better, I keep wanting to say Arkham Knight, I think that Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League has higher potential. At the absolute best that these games can be, Suicide Squad is higher. If they are both the best that they can be.
I will agree with that only because I'm assuming that Rocksteady has more money to throw at things.
They have more money. I'm sure they have more talent. They have more experience.
Yeah.
And I think that not Suicide Squad, but Gotham Knights looks like it will probably be, I think I will probably like it more, but I think if they hit it out of the park, then Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League will be better. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
It has higher potential, but
Yeah.
lower median.
So just to touch on Gotham Knights, as long as it's not a Gotham City Imposters, which is a game for the PS3 era where you got to play...
That's like a third-person shooter game, right?
It is, and I bring that up only because I hope that they don't lean too much on the buddy, let's do co-op for Gotham Knights. Because they're like, oh yeah, and my buddy, I'm playing as Batgirl. Oh, and my buddy Robin just jumped in my game, and we're off zooming around and take down Mr. Freeze. And
I don't think it'll be like that. I think it's going to be a single player experience that you can play multiplayer. That you can play co-op.
I hope so.
And one of the reasons I say that is because you can only play 2-player.
Exactly. It's not. Also, I think the reason they're not letting it be 4 players, if you got 4 beefy Bat Family boys and girls on the screen,
it'll be easier.
And you're slugging through, and it's easy.
It might drop the frame rate. It might affect performance.
Yeah, exactly. That too. I think that 2 is, and also when you kind of think about it, it kind of goes with how it is in the comic. There's usually only 2 of them teaming up at a time. Very rarely do all 4 of them ever really come together for a task, other than like Death Is Your Family or something else, something big, something catastrophic.
I will say that I think that both of these games look better than Marvel's Avengers.
Yes, and that game, it's one of those where I wanted it to be good.
Yeah, and I watched it. I don't think it's going to be as bad as I was thinking. I think it kind of just is going to be mediocre.
I still think it's going to be D tier, like just D. If I had to give it a grade, D.
I'd say it might be a little better than that, but not that much.
I'm not going to give it an F.
Of course, it is. I was watching beta footage, but the game comes out next month, I think.
Yeah, I've been watching.
The animation is still janky. The combat looks boring. I was watching someone play on hard mode, and they beat the main a boss while getting hit once.
Yeah, it
has quick time events.
Ew.
Quick time events.
Ew, that's some God of War level
it's God of War in 2007.
No, smashing the buttons. That makes quick time events make sense for some games. I about lost my damn mind. We were playing Remnant of the Ashes the other evening, and there was a quick time event, and I had to stop and look at my keyboard and find the key it wanted me to push, because it was the weirdest thing ever. A little Squidbilly thing was under the water, and I didn't realize it could grab you. Never happened before. And I walked up and it grabbed my foot and it was like, push this button, quick, hurry. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? A quick time event? I had to remind myself what it was and how to execute the ability, because it was mind-boggling. And I can't even imagine that being in a AA, AAA.
No, the game Remnant from the Ashes is a AA game.
I'm talking about...
You know what, Marvel?
Yeah, Marvel.
That's a AAA game through and through.
Yeah,
it's a AAA franchise from a big studio. That's a AAA game.
I know. I spent an air.
And it looks like there wasn't a lot, and I think every once in a while in a game, like when you're opening a gate, I don't even wouldn't even qualify that. Like if you have to push a button a few times to open a gate or something.
Yeah,
that's barely a quick time event. This looks like you're about to get attacked. If you push X and you dodge. And then you push triangle and you hit.
Yeah. For me, my definition of quick time event,
classic early hack and slash.
Yeah, in battle, quick time event. And I was interested in Avengers. Miss Marvel? She's a cool character. You don't see her in a lot of stuff.
She's new a character.
She's new. Yeah, she's new. I think she came around
within this version of Miss Marvel.
This version. I think she was
few years ago.
Whatever. During one of Marvel's Renaissance.
I think it's less than 10 years ago.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, definitely less than 10 years ago. I'd say maybe less than 8 years ago. Maybe. Marvel's always doing something. I can't keep up with,
No, that's one of the reasons I don't read as much Marvel comics, just because they have 1,000 comics.
And crossovers here and this and that and timelines. I will recommend that you go check out Cosmic Ghost Rider, though. Again, this isn't a comic book podcast. I just wanted to throw it out there. Cosmic Ghost Rider is a good read.
It's interesting to see the difference in Spider-Man and then Marvel's Avengers. Quality-wise.
Oh, yeah. Night and day difference. I'm hyped for Miles Morales, even if it's not, like 60 hours. If it's not super long.
I hope it's not 60 hours.
That's my random base throwout number. I know that not everything is going to be Red Dead Redemption 2 length of game. That's just the throwout number I have. Obviously, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League probably going to be 40, 50, 30, probably 40 hours. Gotham.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Gotham Knight's probably going to be 30 hours. I don't know. It's just randomly throwing out numbers.
I have literally no idea. But I would say that I'm looking forward. I'm just straight up looking forward to Gotham Knights, and I am hopeful for Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. Although I'm cautiously optimistic. I guess I don't know how to put it. I'm worried that the game's not going to be to my taste, but I'm hopeful that it will be. I think a lot of that also just has to... And here's why I want to be more optimistic. I think a lot of it is just because of the tone of the trailer with the weird, goofy Harley Quinn LOL moments. And
we have bombs in our head. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Did they say that?
Yeah, they Amanda Waller gets on the horn.
Well, that's just straight up true.
Well, yes,
I still love Captain Boomerang, by the way. He was by far the best part of the Suicide Squad movie. And he might again be the best part of this.
That I agree with that. I like him, and I do enjoy Harley Quinn. But
I think that Margot Robbie did do a good job in that movie.
Viola
Davis also was good.
Yes, and then Cara Delevingne as the Enchantress. She was good.
Was she?
Yeah, she was the Enchantress.
She's okay.
I like her.
I thought, man, some of the CGI around her.
Yes,
it's just some of the worst I've ever seen.
This movie is not good.
No, it's a sin.
And that's someone's favorite movie.
I guarantee that's someone's favorite movie.
Someone likes the Suicide.
Someone that needs to stay away from me.
Someone likes the Suicide Squad now because of that movie.
Someone loves the Suicide Squad
because of that movie. I'm interested to see, maybe some of the Suicide Squad will get brainwashed, and you'll
have to fight against them.
You'll
have to fight as King Shark as Harley Quinn and somehow not get bitten in half.
Exactly. Just doing acrobats and dodging and however, and that maybe you get
guns.
She doesn't very often use guns. It's usually,
why not?
It's usually a bat or.
She probably likes the way, she likes to see the hope leave their eyes. But she's a good person. She's definitely not a sociopath who has no redeeming qualities.
To each his own.
I'm ripping way too much. I'm digging into her way too much.
I mean, it's okay.
I hate her.
It's fine. She's a fictional character. You can hate her all you want.
Yeah, but I think overall DC FanDome was a fun experience. It had a few really the weird things with the CGI and stuff, and it had awkward. But I'm talking about more like the announcements. Of course, if you want to go look up more of the movies and comics and TV shows and stuff. We're not going to talk about that here. I was impressed with the visuals of all of this. I keep saying the same thing over and over again. But I guess let us know what y'all thought about this. You guys. Jordan, you want to let them know where they can let us know about stuff and whatnot?
Yeah, you can let us know on Twitter.
And such and such. I had to say that.
There you go. You can let us know what you thought about DC.
Did you turn the AC off?
I don't know.
It's so hot.
I'll go to kick it on. Okay, so wrapping out the show. You can catch us up on Twitter. You can let us know what you thought about the DC fandom on Twitter at What At Me Podcast.
Wait, did you say fandom?
Yeah.
FanDome?
Oh, it's Dome.
It's FanDome. You didn't realize?
Good thing you told me. I was really going to title this DC Fandom.
It's FanDome. We're not trying to make sense out here.
Dome? Why is it Dome?
I don't know, because they're dumb.
Okay, fair enough. You can catch us on Twitter. I'm exiting the podcast, you loser. Want to be podcast.
Did you say what?
I said I'm exiting the podcast.
You're exiting the... Why are you exiting the...
I'm exiting the podcast, you loser. I'm trying to tell them where they can find us on Twitter at Want to Be Podcast.
Exiting. I've never heard anyone call it exiting.
I'm signing off. I'm signing out. Logging out. You can check us out on Twitter at Wannabe Podcast, on Instagram at Wannabe Gaming. Email the show, wannabepodcast@gmail.com. You can also check out Ryan on Twitter at Ryan Divisions. You can check out me on Twitter at Oswaylock. You can listen to this show wherever you enjoy podcast. And that's going to be it. Bye.
Wait, no, you always forget to...
Okay, I always forget this. I need to get a sticky note or something and put it on the table, or tattoo it on Ryan's head so I don't forget. I like the latter option. You can review this show on iTunes. We'd really appreciate it. Or
Did you say that you can listen to it on iTunes?
I'm getting there. You could first, before you listen to this show, I want you to
Or anywhere.
I want you to review it on iTunes or Apple Podcasts or whatever they're calling it now. I want you to review it. Give it 5 stars. Type whatever you want. Then listen to the episode. Then come back, review it again. Let us know what you think. You can also hear this on Spotify and anywhere else you enjoy a podcast. We're getting it out there. Still working on Pandora. Share this with your friends. Like us on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit that bell. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for listening. We truly do appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.